Hello ladies and gentlemen, MarauderEX here, back with more Let's Play Dragon Force. Alright, we have Wynn and his dragons up here. We're going to recruit there. And then we're going to come over here. We've got too many people. Army, Goldark. Who is in the castle? I've got a ton of people in that castle. What the hell? Alright, let's recruit with the people that I actually am going to be using, and then I'm going to send... Actually, I'm not going to have enough for everyone. So this will be fun. Well, let's go ahead and send my monarchs out and put... Alright, you, and you... Raynor can be in charge. Army, Junin, go this way. You're gonna go ahead and just go all the way over here. It's fine. We're gonna go ahead and just get everyone where they need to go. And recruit with all of these people. Get them back up to snuff, which is going to be kind of rough. I'll recruit what I can. I have enough. That's good. Alright. No, Neil does not want to go into battle. Just those three. And you're gonna go up there. Alright, let's... Army, Goldark. Actually... Enter is what we want to do. Alright, Goldark, you go inside. Recruit. Except I'm gonna have to release all of these troops. And Varshal, you can release, and that should be enough. And there we go. And then I gotta change the troop type, because he does not need to go back in with cavalry. And dragons. And Goldark will head out to sea, battle. Send him up there. And... just go ahead and go inside. That's fine for now. Do not care. We will figure out what to do in a bit. Alright, so now comes the boring part of watching these people make it all the way up to these places and hope that we get there before domestic affairs again. And all of these castles that are leveling up because nothing has been going on in them in forever. It is basically what we're going to pull from that one. Alright, so I got Karhaz. Karhaz is actually one of my favorite generals. He's actually rather useful. The only downside is, again, Hyperstorm. Why does anyone have Hyperstorm? Not one of my favorite abilities. Not a useful ability, in my opinion. Granted, when it's used on me, it seems to be way more useful than when I actually use it on someone else. So, that's a thing. You can keep that in mind. Alright, so I don't know if I'm actually going to make it to the shrine before domestic affairs. If not, I'm just going to skip domestic affairs again to go after that shrine. Because it's pointless at this point. I've got more items than I know what to do with. I really do. It's getting kinda crazy. Yeah, I'm not gonna make it in time. So we will skip domestic affairs. I will save it, just to have a save file that is not, in fact, on the world map. If I had the ability to, I would have I would have just not done the last episode, really. I would have been like, okay, well, if I hadn't saved, because when you resume a file, it erases the file when you resume, so you would have to resave it instantly to kind of keep where you're at. So there's no way to go back other than to go all the way back from where I was. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. We're not gonna do domestic affairs this time. There's nothing to do other than search. And there's no point in searching at the moment. There really isn't. I'm over-flooded with items. We just need to take on the shrine. That is the goal. It's shrine time. It's my money, and I need it now. So yeah, there's... Oh! Wow, did they all make it at around the same time? Apparently they did. That's impressive. So now we know what's pretty much equidistant. If you're down here and over here, you will get to this area at roughly the same time. That's useful. One other thing that would be interesting is having different effects, either for the different troop types that they go from a certain waypoint to waypoint, faster or slower. Like cavalry is better on this type of terrain. Like take the terrain bonus and also apply it to movement speed. So I think that would be kind of interesting. All right, so we've got. We're going to use Win. Now that I've got 2 people with dragons, this fight should go a little bit easier. Because also part of it is the cavalry have a disadvantage in the shrine as well. And you're going to go again with a dick position. Okay, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We are going to play this a little differently. And I'm going to Hyperstorm, and that'll take out some of the troops, at least temporarily. And let my army move in a little bit easier. And then you're going to Stone Pedestal, which is not going to work out well for you. And now my troops are just basically surrounding you. So that's fine. You've got 18 left, but you are actually taking out a good number of my troops, while taking very little damage yourself. It's like, well done. This guy is just dick. God. Maybe I need to throw samurai at him. I do have a samurai crest. Alright, I'm gonna sword rush and do a little bit more damage to him and hope that I can keep this major lead ahead before he starts trying to take me down. And he brings his troops into it, which is going to speed up this process really fast. So we are probably going to go into a duel. And yeah, we're going to go into a duel. After he sends his one troop out to melee me. This is rough. I'm not going to lie, this is actually rougher than the Gull and Scythe fights. And again, part of it's mostly because I have not used Win. Win is still like level 16. Okay, so let's see if Win can win. Haha. Basically, all I need is like 2 hits. And there we go. That worked out well. I'm okay with that. Now let's deal with Goldark's undead brother. Goldark's undead brother from another mother. Goldark, who's actually somewhat useful level. Alright, now prepare for the frame drops here. This is going to be fun. Alright, so like I said, I'm going to play this as a numbers game. He's got 100, I've got 100. I'm just going to assume we're going to be somewhat even match. And no, we're going to do offense and advance. And normally this goes against everything that I do, but now we're going to stand by and Holy Blast. And this will bottleneck a good number of them, and boom! That's how you actually use Holy Blast. And he's going to play with Hyperstorm. It's okay. He's not going to close the troop deficit that I've created. And that's pretty much it. So, and we'll go ahead and melee. And let's do some damage to him, shall we? Cross rush. And there we go. Okay, we should be in the clear at this point. It only took an attempt, but we finally got it done. It's mostly because at this point cavalry is just so outmatched, and going in with a troop type that you know you're going to have a weakness with, even though it's cavalry versus cavalry, he is a level ahead of us, and we're both going to be in the negatives because of cavalry and shrines. So, and then your other opponent's dragons. So you've got to either use cavalry against cavalry and then dragon against dragon. And Wynn being kind of under-leveled, he had a little bit of a rough time. Like, we were completely out of troops. That other dragon's 60 dragons took out my 100 dragons. So that, mostly because the enemy general took out, you know, the conflicting 40. Alright, so now that we've beaten Gizdark, he kind of returns to his senses for being dead. Are you alright, other than, you know, being a zombie? Your popularity, leadership, your art with the sword. So Gall and Scythe basically used him so that's the story of what happened. Gizdark was in charge of Frendaria before, but he willingly aligned with Gall and Scythe, and Goldark found out, broke out, killed his brother, and then Goldark just pretended to be working with Gall and Scythe. And of course, Goldark's one of the dragon. Who was not guessing this? And Goldark returns his brother, you know, to an undead, or to a dead state. Okay. So a lot of this is just like, eh. Or it is Fendaria. I thought it was Frendaria. Oh well, I don't care. Goldark's Kingdom. The Darks. Because it's Goldark, Gizdark. You took responsibility for his guilt and crimes. He had not a devious bone in his body. And that's only really because he was used by Gall and Scythe. So, boo. Gall has forced me to kill my brother, not once, but twice. So, yeah, that's all three of the shrines, and now with that shrine we have the Star Dragon Sword. Just head inside. Okay, so Goldark seems a little tired. Wynn's level is increased, battle power increased. Yay! Goldark leveled up as well. The hell? It's Randa! I thought he was dead. But now that we've completed the quest, the dragon power calls to me. It begs me to unleash against the dark tide. Now it responds to the owner's heart. Oh my god, crap, it's Kathmandu. Alright, the object in the middle of land moves. Its name is Kathmandu. So, how Ramda's still alive, I don't know. The only way to stop it is to use the Star Sword. You alone can stop it. I leave this in your capable hands. Carry on to victory. Alright, so he's gonna come toward me. And I can't stop him. I actually cannot physically do any damage to him. We saw what happened when Goldark tried to fight him. Like, there is just no damage. So we are going to abandon this castle, because there's no sense in fighting him when you cannot do damage to him. And we are going to let him come to me. And we're just going to turn everyone right back around. If I'd remembered that he showed up, I would have just went ahead and put all of my people in that castle, as opposed to sending them all the way over to Fandaria's capital. And you're going to come after me as well, but that's fine, because I can't do anything at the moment. So we're going to just send all of these wonderful people up there. And why are you still up there? Go... Well, first, go here. And... yeah. I think I've got time to deal with this. So we'll do this, and we'll send this army back down here. Yeah, it'll be a slightly long episode, but I'll go ahead and do this, because I can handle Kathmandu. It'll be fun. Alright. Yeah, and you're still way a ways over there, so let's get into a fight with a giant robot, shall we? Giant robots, evil apostles in disguise. Alright, so I'm pretty sure all it'll take is the Star Dragon ability to hurt him. But notice how Junon's, even Junon's battle sprite's different. I don't think I mentioned that. I mentioned her portrait sprite is, but even her battle sprite has changed. Alright. So he has no troops. It looks like he has a troop, though. Or 2 or 3. Mostly because he takes up the space of multiple enemies. Alright, so we're just going to do this and advance. And I'm going to blast him away with 17 MP's worth of Star Dragon Blast. And that hurts. So, let's see if we can trade some blows. Apparently not. How can I... oh, it's because I don't actually have the Star Dragon Sword equipped. Is that it? I still need the sword. I think that's the case. I think I need to actually have the sword equipped on Junon before I can do any damage to him. Even with this new attack. Alright, so... we'll retreat, because there's nothing I can do until I get into the next domestic affairs. So I will just send all of my troops elsewhere. This is going to be fun. And by fun, I mean not at all. Alright, so Kathmandu has No, we are not taking over. We're not going to try to take back over that castle. Who's in that castle? Alright, so this is going to be fun. I'll re-recruit all of my people. Oh, so apparently I didn't lose nearly as many as I thought I was. I thought everyone who tried to retreat was going to lose some. Alright, so yeah, that's a thing that's going to happen. And we're at Domestic Affairs, so I will go ahead and end this episode here in Domestic Affairs, and I will start the next episode with everything that needs to be done. And win in Goldark, yay, they get stuff. Before I forget, just to make sure this happens, Star Dragon Sword is going to go on Junin. And then I'm going to equip everything else I can. I've got dragons. I gotta see if dragon statues, I can actually use any of them on anyone else. Alright, so there we go. Star Dragon Sword. 121. It does not increase my attack that much. Alright, so yeah. I will see you guys in the next installment. So till then, later everyone.